Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to watch a challenger player who is going to play Caitlyn together with Ashe against Bard and Zeri. Zeri is controlled by N0Т, by the way, famous cyber sportsman. However, I think Caitlyn has early game advantage because her auto attack range is higher than Zeri's. Actually, Caitlyn has one of the longest basic auto attack range, which is 650. There are not many champions that can compete in terms of attack range. There are only maybe Tristana, whose range scales with levels, also Twitch, who activates his ult Kog'Maw with W, and also Senna. Senna's range is probably 600 or so, and she can increase her range by stacking her passive. But at level 1, Caitlyn has the longest attack range, and she can use it to constantly harass her enemies, to get lane priority on the bottom lane and be able to get dragons. But we'll see. Their jungler is Taric, which is quite strange. I've seen Tarics in the jungle before. I even know there is one Taric challenger player in North American server. He has his own YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name, but I remember that there is a OTP, American Taric challenger player in the jungle. I don't know, actually, I don't understand what fun it brings to play Taric in the jungle. But hey, I also don't understand how people can enjoy playing Singed as well, so there are lots of things that we are not we don't understand. As expected, Caitlyn and Ashe have dominance on the lane. They can poke their enemies by auto attacks, by Q, and also Ashe can spam her Ws. Bard can heal some and restore some of this damage. And at the moment the red team has bot lane priority. The first dragon is going to be Infernal. Caitlyn is playing with quite standard runes, you can just copy them and use in most of your games. She's playing with Fleet Footwork. She also can be played with Lethal Tempo, which is a great rune for damage, especially in the later stages of the game. All other runes are pretty standard. Presence of Mind, which is really good for mana-hungry champions like Caitlyn. She has Legend Bloodline that can also be changed for Legend Alacrity if you want. Some people prefer to play with Legend Alacrity to increase attack speed and Caitlyn's damage. Some people prefer to have some additional vampirism to restore more health by auto-attacking minions and to have more sustain. The last rune is Cut Down, which is also optional. You can get also the rune Cup de Grace. It's better to get Cut Down when you see that the enemy team has at least 3 maybe champions that are going to have more HP than you. So you would be able to deal increased damage to them. Because in team fights there are often situations when you will be attacking enemies' front line. In this particular game it's going to be Jax and Lee Sin. So Caitlyn's positioning is quite simple. You should stay as far as possible from your enemies and auto attack the closest one. So Caitlyn is going to attack the closest enemy is going to be an enemy with lots of HP. This is why she can get more damage by using the rune Cut Down. Her second rune tree is blue. She has Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus. 2 runes that give her additional damage. So, as she is an AD carry, most of her runes are for the damage. However, Fleet Footwork is good for kiting enemies, and it's also good to restore some health. Okay, Bard was stunned by Taric, and while he was stunned, Caitlyn placed her trap under his feet. It's quite comfortable to play Caitlyn with such supports that are able to apply roots or stuns. For example, I like to play with Morgana or Lux or Zyra as well. They can root enemies for like 2 seconds, which is enough for Caitlyn to place her trap. And when an enemy is caught by this trap, she can deal additional damage, and also a root enemy deal additional root. Ashe also has a stun, but it's her ult, so for the stun we should wait until level 6. The best and the strongest part of the game for Caitlyn are early game and the late game. Because in early game she can play aggressively by abusing and using her high attack range, and in the late game she will have lots of critical strike chance, so most of her auto attacks will crit, and she will have armor penetration. The weakest part of the game it's mid game, because at mid game her range helps not as much to dominate over enemies as it helps in early game, and she has still not much critical chance. Mid game is also dangerous because this is the time when enemies assassins try to hunt you. In this game she has to be careful because Zeri and Bard, they can move through walls, so they can make unexpected ganks. There's also Lee Sin that can move through walls, or he can try to land his Q on Caitlyn and then just pull himself to her. So she has to be careful, and it's better to not go too far into the enemy territory if you don't see on the minimap where the rest of the enemy team is. So there is Infernal Dragon is waiting for someone to kill him. And despite Caitlyn is dominating on the bottom lane and Zeri has to farm under her tower, still Zeri has almost the same amount of farm. Well, Cyber Sportsman can exceptionally good kill minions even under a tower. So it's not a big surprise, especially if we are talking about the best Korean cyber sportsman. But the tower is almost destroyed, and they are going to get some additional gold, because this is the first tower destroyed in this game, and Bard goes to the fountain as well. Now Caitlyn can move to the mid lane and try to get some tower platings as well. Well, they were lucky in this game that Lee Sin didn't camp the bottom lane, because there were lots of situations when Lee Sin could come to gank bottom lane. And also good Caitlyn players, they know where to put traps. They put it around here, so when the tower is, I don't know, not alive, but when this tower is still standing, it covers the trap, so it's almost not possible to see. And enemy champions quite often step up into this trap. Caitlyn has Storm Razor that gives her some additional bonus magic damage and movement speed. She has really strong kiting potential, especially when she plays with Ghost plus Flash. She has her own dash that allows her also to move through thick walls.
Pay no attention to the trap.
And now, as I said, she will move to the mid lane and will try to get our platings here as well. She still has 1 minute to do it. Right now they see that Taric is starting fight for the red buff. And 3 tower plates are destroyed here. Right now Caitlyn has 6,400 gold. She is the richest champion at the moment. There is also Hui, who has 6,000 gold. But Hui did more kills. Speaking about learning her abilities, Caitlyn learns, first of all, is her Q. Secondarily, she learns W, the traps, and her E is learned in the last turn. Of course, we should learn Alt whenever it's possible at level 6, 11, and 16. Oh, and the Infernal Dragon was killed by the blue team. So despite having the lane priority all this time, they have lost the moment and allowed enemy team to get the dragon. Of course, it's not super big problem since all the dragons were nerfed a few patches ago. But still. Nice stun by Ashe. She's slowing Hui. Lee Sin is here. Good dodge. This was quite dangerous moment for Caitlyn. She was lucky that she dodged Lee Sin's Q. Next Rift Herald is here. Lee Sin is already trying to kill it. But he's not alone there, but there are more red champions. And Rift Herald goes to the red team. There is still the dragon. Will they try to take it? They has to try. Both teams are going to fight for this dragon, I think. Ashe's arrow, her ult is almost ready, so she will be able to stun one more champion. Hui is doing teleport here. Lee Sin tries to steal it, but he fails. And he also dies. Caitlyn killed Hui. She received a fear. He feared her, I suppose. Oh, okay, she was stasised by Bard and also stunned, so much crowd control. Okay, so it was double crowd control by Bard. And the red team didn't lose a single champion. Okay, Taric is trying to fight Jax 1v1. What? Jax didn't fight him back. Probably Jax doesn't know that Taric was alone there. And now Caitlyn has Infinity Edge in her pocket. So right now her critical strike chance is 40%. She needs at least 3 critical damage items to have at least 60%. And right now there are no dragons on the map, no Rift Herald. The best time to farm minions, but she has to be careful since enemies will try to hunt her like Lee Sin tried right now. Hui is stunned. They are invulnerable for a few seconds. But there is Yasuo, who is destroying the second tower on the top lane. Earns 700 gold. And moves back. Will Herald attack the last tower? Yes! Wow. Okay. This was a good realization of Rift Herald.
As expected.
Well, actually, it's huge to have 2 complete items until 20th minute.
Calibrating.
She got caught by Bard, but nothing. This ult did nothing. If they can kill some enemy champions, maybe they will be able to destroy Baron Asher as well. Zeri is down. There is also the next dragon is about to appear quite soon. But of course, the Baron is more favorable target, more tasty one. Lee Sin was stunned by Ashe. Caitlyn tried to kill him by her ult. Wait, is it enough range for Caitlyn to auto-attack Baron Asher from this place? I would like to watch this once again. Caitlyn is staying here behind the tower. And we see, yeah, it's true, guys. She can hit Baron Asher from this place, which makes it's really comfortable for Caitlyn to help her team to kill Baron without risking too much. However, in this game, walls cannot save her, because Zeri, Bard, Lee Sin, also Jax with wards, they all can move through walls. Hui doesn't need to move through walls, he can hit her by his abilities through walls, yeah. He doesn't move to move himself. He just has to land accurately his skill shots to hit Caitlyn. But nevertheless, I think it's a good knowledge for those who doesn't have lots of Caitlyn experience, to know that we can farm Baron Asher by staying behind this tower. We just have to know the places where it's enough range to auto-attack Baron Asher by playing Caitlyn. Well, the game goes even. It's 11-11, 1-for-1 dragon score. However, the red team has gold advantage. I think it's because of the towers and tower plates. The red team has destroyed 4 enemy towers and the blue one has destroyed only 2 towers. So there is some gold lead, like 10%, which is quite decent. But gold advantage is not everything in League of Legends. Sometimes huge mistakes can destroy everything, even when you have like 20% gold advantage. And the next team fight has begun. Hwait tried to attack Caitlyn by his ult. It's bad position for her. She has to stay closer to her team. Used her flash to dodge Jax's stun. Well, the situation looks bad. She kills Jax. But is there a way to escape? She gets stunned by Bard. Too many enemies. Yeah, there is no way out. And there is no 10% gold advantage anymore for the red team. But Caitlyn has 3 items. She also has rapid fire cannon that increases her auto attack range for 1 auto attack when it's charged. And her critical strike chance is quite decent right now. Quite soon she will do critical strike after critical strike each auto attack. And this is going to be a problem for her enemies. They have no strong tanks in their teams, but Taric with his ult can make all of them invulnerable. However, hey, I watch Taric's items. He has Iceboard Gauntlet, already Spirit Visage, so maybe Taric is quite a decent tank for this game. I forgot that Taric is not a support, he is a jungler, so Taric has more gold than usual, and he can be the front line for his team. It's also important to press Taric's ult in time to save Caitlyn in cases if Lee Sin or Jax will find a way to attack her from a side. Next Baron is about to appear, so it's better to not go alone for any member of their team, because when you see that Baron is about to appear quite soon, if Caitlyn or some of her enemies will die right now in this moment, enemy team will try to force and rush Baron Nashor. They will try to kill it while they have number advantage, which is super important. Jax is on the bottom lane, but he has teleport, so he can fly here to the top lane, to the Nashor, at any minute, at any moment he wants. He just needs wards. Oh, and what is going here? The red team is forced to start Baron. Why? Because Jax is destroying tower. He has already destroyed first tower, he's going to destroy the second one. So the red team, they have a choice. Either they start to kill Baron and they kill it and get the gold, the Baron's buff, or they should send someone to protect towers against Jax. The best choice is to start Baron, because there are 5 champions here. It takes lots of time for any of them to do a recall. It takes like 8 seconds to fly to the fountain, and also about 15 seconds to move here. They will not be in time, and Jax will destroy this tower, like, I don't know, maybe 100%, 90, doesn't matter. So what I want to say, they forced Baron, and right now they force also Jax to make a decision to try to get this tower or to fly to the top lane, to the Nashor, by using his teleport. If he flies in, there is going to be a fight 5 against 5. If he stays here, maybe he will destroy tower, but there is also a risk that his team will engage 4 against 5. And they will lose this fight. So in such situations, it's often the best decision to start Baron, or you will lose you will lose lots of your towers instead. While dancing here in front of some enemy champions. And now when they... Oh, I'm sorry. So, how blue team has stolen the Baron? I didn't catch it. How was that? Hui? Oh my god, Hui has stolen the Baron. I didn't see it. I was sure that the red team has got this Baron. Oh my god. This is just disaster for the red team. They have lost so many towers. They have lost a tower here. They have lost tower here. Also lost tower. They have lost 4 towers. And also the Baron. It's just crazy. And they lost the Baron as well. This is a disaster for the red team. It's so frustrating, guys. I swear, it's so frustrating to see. To be a player in such team when you lose 4 towers for Baron and your I don't know, your only relief is that you get at least the Baron, and when it gets stolen, not by enemy jungler and smite, but just by an ordinary champion and an ordinary skill shot, is just, oh my god, it's frustrating or even depressing, I don't know. They have killed 3rd dragon, which is Ocean one. Not a big deal. But maybe they will get Dragon Soul quite soon. Caitlyn has 4 complete items with 80% critical strike chance.
Boom. Headshot.
Right now there are no dragons or barons. And this is the late game. So it's better choice to farm but stay closer to teammates. To not be killed one by one. Tariq has started a fight. He stuns Bard. Bard tried to escape through a portal, but Caitlyn killed him. Both Caitlyn and Zeri have nice creep score. They kill more than 10 minions per minute. Which can be called an ideal creep score in League of Legends. Sometimes people are able to kill even 11 or 12 minions per minute, but it's just crazy. Usually the best amount is 10 per minute, which is hard to get. And she killed Lee Sin by her ult. Oh, this was nice crit. We see right now how much damage she is able to deal. But however, Lee Sin has no additional armor. She has only lots of HP, which is good for Caitlyn because of the rune cut down. She deals 15% more damage to champions that have more max amount of damage. They have to try to kill next dragon. It's going to be the Dragon Soul for them. Ocean Dragon Soul that restores health. But the Baron Nashor in the first place. Okay, Yasuo is trying to escape. He dodges lots of enemy skill shots. They get the Baron. And now it's probably going to be the last team fight in this game. The blue team tries to move back. Hui has no mana. And Jax is out of HP. So the blue team have to move back to their base. And they will allow the red team to kill the dragon as well. So it's Baron Nashor's buff. And they will have Dragon Soul. It's the best time for them to try to finish the game. Maybe to buy less items. Caitlyn will probably buy Guardian Angel. Yup. And this is the time. They have to group up and try to finish the game while they're buffed by Baron Nashor. Caitlyn wants to renew her red buff. Now she has to join her team together with Yasuo. And they should force a fight. Lee Sin tries to kill Caitlyn together with Jax, but they just lose their lives. And Caitlyn kills Jax by using her ult. Nice. It's a clear fight. Oh, not very clear, they just have lost Rumble. But it doesn't matter since only Zeri and Hui left and they are not able to protect their base. And this is victory for Caitlyn and her team. She did 14 kills in this game. And absolutely MVP player. GG, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Also that it was maybe useful for you. I hope to see you in the next one. And see you next video. Bye bye.